let's meet Paul Copeland, our 2025 Columbia Chess Club champion, and also our June 2025 Player of the Month. Let's get to know Paul. Question number one, Paul. How you doing today?
Doing very well, thank you.
All right, you excited for this interview?
I'm very excited.
So, first question. How did you get into chess?
I think my dad first taught me chess when I was a kid, but I think how I really started getting into it is Sam started taking it more seriously, my older brother, and he would offer bribes to get somebody to play chess with him. He didn't have anybody else around, so he was like, hey, you play some chess with me, I'll let you play my Game Boy. So that's kind of how I started.
That's bribery. All right, what is your favorite thing about the Columbia Chess Club?
I think that the Columbia Chess Club has done a great job bringing in a lot of new players from around the place and giving players a safe place to play. That didn't really exist when I was a kid. You found some guys to play in a park. They had a weekly meetup, but it was only like a handful of players, and it was a park where I didn't really want to go play chess. So this is just a very nice place, and it gives players also routine events to come be at. We used to have to travel all the time if we wanted to go play chess somewhere.
Yeah, I'm glad we can provide all that for you, Paul. What's been your most memorable game or moment at the club?
Specifically at the club, that'd have to be my game against Sanchez, FIDE Master, where I was winning. I ended up blowing it on time.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah, it was a very exciting game, and to feel like I was hanging with a master was pretty cool. And then to have everybody's reaction afterwards, congratulating me. It's great to be a part of a club which kind of celebrates your moments with you.
Yeah, I agree. Do you have a favorite opening or chess style?
I'd have to say that my favorite opening is probably the Jabava London. I do mix it up, so unfortunately I don't play it as much as the club because everybody prepares for me, but it's definitely a fun one. I like to play it probably a lot online, and if I can get outside of Columbia where people aren't expecting it, then it's something that I love to play. It just gives fun positions.
Yeah, Jabava is fun. Who is your favorite chess player, past or present, and why?
I think past, I would have to say Paul Morphy. I think that he really paved the way for a lot of players today. So even though, people will try to say like, oh, he only played like a 2400 if you compare him to how people play today, but he did that without other people to study and rely on. He did that just himself, creating and inventing. So I think he's pretty cool. Present, I really enjoy Pragnananda. I think that he plays some fun, exciting chess, even going for it in some interesting situations, like at the candidates playing the Yanish Gambit against Vidit. I think just a lot of guts.
That was ballsy.
Yeah.
Magnus recently even said that he thinks that Pragnananda is a slightly better player than
Pragnananda. While Magnus was the world champion, Pragnananda was the youngest and second youngest player to beat Magnus.
That's a good record.
Yeah.
What's one thing you've learned from playing in tournaments?
I think always play up when you get the chance. If you try to play down and try to win the whole event, then you have to have a really good day for it to be a good day. If you play up, and you play some people that are going to be tougher, it'll be a lot more challenging, but you get one good game in it and it's just a great day.
Yeah, I feel that. That's my strategy too. How do you prepare for a tournament or a tough opponent?
One, I try to make sure I know my stuff. So what am I going to play? I don't try to worry as much about what other people are going to play. I mostly worry about what I'm going to play, and then work on just practicing my tactics. Usually I'll get more study information after a tournament, so I'll evaluate my games after the tournament and go, I feel like I'm struggling with this concept, and that'll give me something to work on and study before my next big one.
So you like to do the post-tournament analysis.
Yes.
What advice would you give to someone just starting out in chess?
Don't be afraid. Definitely come out. We have people from all the way from beginners all the way up to some masters who hang around the club and everywhere in between. And you see people, the people who come out regularly and are interested in learning more and asking questions, that you see them always growing. And the coolest thing is when you see the players improving, everybody starts cheering for them at the club.
That's true.
Don't be afraid of us. We're actually more afraid of you. We don't want to be the first one that you knock off.
Yeah. We do have some rising stars at the club.
Yeah.
What's a goal you have for your chess journey this year?
My goal was to reach 2,000. It's not been going that well. I had a bit of a setback over a couple of months, but I think if I can still make some progress towards that, I think my next big goal is to break 2,000.
I think you can do that. Easy. Columbia Chess Club's the place to do that.
Yeah. The problem is those rising stars keep eating your rating.
Yeah. Just got to rise faster.
Yeah.
Do you have any non-chess hobbies or interests?
I enjoy reading books and cooking.
Okay. What's your favorite book genre?
There's a lot of good ones. Mystery's a lot of fun.
Okay.
I also enjoy some good biographies.
Okay. Did not know that about you. And you said cooking. What's your favorite type of food to cook? Or your favorite dish?
My favorite dish is a pesto pasta that I make with chicken sausage.
Okay.
Really good.
All right. We're gonna have to talk after.
Okay.
We're gonna have to talk. That's a pretty good one. Well, Paul, thank you for being our first Player of the Month. Congratulations again for being our champion, and I look forward to competing with you in the next event.